Hello world, it's the 9th, and the prompt for day 9 is swing. I've always loved the idea of this flowered overgrown swing just existing somewhere, and I always wanted to draw one. So I knew exactly what I was gonna do, or I thought I did, and I think this is the first time during this Inktober where I've had a clear idea in my head of exactly what I wanted to do, and then stopped myself and decided to try out a different composition and a different way of conveying my idea. And I think it turned out for the much better. So much better. I love the composition of this. I don't know, I just really like how it turned out. Yes, of course, the first idea could have easily become just as wonderful and just as lovely, but I don't really care. I want to do some more dynamic things, and I feel like this is kind of the direction I would like that to go, I think, maybe. So I sketched it out. I spent a little under an hour on the initial sketch, and I think there's 3 layers of details on this sketch. So I blocked out the composition, drew the tree and the swing, then the vines, and then all the flowers and leaves. And halfway through all the leaves and the flowers, I was like, this might just be so busy that instead of being pretty, it'll just be completely unrecognizable and just way too busy. So I played around with the idea in my head of values, and maybe I should darken some places, and meanwhile I just went into it. I drew out all the flowers first and the leaves, and then added in the vines, and it took a long time. I think I spent a couple of hours on this. Maybe I haven't I've written down the times. I had a lot of breaks as well, but I spent way too long on this. But I love the outcome. I love how it ended up. And I don't think I would have gotten just as much satisfaction out of this if it wasn't for the revised composition. So when I was finished with all the vines and the leaves and stuff like that, and waited for it to dry completely so I could rub out all the pencil lines, I was really satisfied, but also incredibly worried because it was so busy. So a lot of the time after was playing around with the bark, and I started out loving the bark, loving how the tree came out, and I feel like I could have gone even darker with it, but the further up the tree I got, the less I liked it, and I can see now, just looking at it, that it's 2 completely different ways of shading. I think I got a bit too excited, too heated while drawing the rest of the tree, but that's a consideration for going forward. I'm also really happy that I darkened the not strings, what's it called, on the swing, the things you hold onto, because it feels kind of like it helped a lot with differentiating the strings and the vine. I'd also forgotten until today that the small, scratchy, softly bended lines on the ground can actually work really well for grass texture. I have no idea why I'd forgotten about that little tidbit until today, but I'm a bit annoyed with that, but also very happy that I remembered about it, so this could turn out even better. But let me know what you think of it, and please tell me if there's anything I could have done better, and definitely how. And I shall see you again tomorrow.